Yes, so great to see you all here at Slush. And yeah, that was kind of like a small example of the kind of things that we've been working on at Rovio. So you know us for our games. And by the way, it's perfectly okay if you want to play Angry Birds while I speak. I don't mind at all. But yeah, we also do animation, so you might know about that. And yeah, we make some physical products and known for our characters. But one thing that you probably didn't know is that we've also been working on learning and fun learning in particular for the last 3.5 years. And if you look at Rovio today, we're really kind of like a triple E company. So we're active in all areas of entertainment, but we're also kind of like our second E, education. And then we apply entrepreneurship to everything we do. And that's actually why it's great to be talking about fun learning here at Slush, because the entrepreneurship part is where like the crazy ambition comes from. So 3.5 years ago, we set out to actually transform education globally. And of course, that's a bit of a challenge and a crazy ambitious goal. So we want to make learning fun everywhere. And we'll have actually Sanna Lukander from our side talk about this in more detail. But the way I look at fun learning, I always use a very simple example, you know, here from Finland, that boys here in Finland speak better English than girls. And do you know why? Because they play more games and the games are in English. So it's not like the boys set out that, okay, let's speak better English than the girls. But they actually end up that way, you know, bigger vocabulary and all of that, because they play more games. So they learn by accident. They learn while they're having fun. So we want to make all learning fun like that, so that you don't even know that you're learning. And of course, being in Finland, being from Finland, we are very well known for our amazing education here in this country. I mean, we're only 5 million people, but we've given people things like Linux, MySQL, Slush. So, you know, we do these kind of things. And it's actually pretty amazing because if you think about it, that it's a small nation of only, you know, tiny little nation of only 5 million people. And we've done a few things. Of course, you know, then besides Linux, MySQL and Angry Birds and all of these things, done a few things. But I would say that we're kind of like bouncing about our weight. And I think that reason for that is the fantastic education. That really is kind of like the foundation why we're able to do these amazing things like Slush. So it's not a coincidence. Education is super, super important. But also the way we do education in Finland is very different from some of the other countries that are high up there on the PISA, you know, lists and other like international studies of effective education. In Finland, I mean, I have 2 kids, 9 and 11. They go to school not too early in the morning. They get home, you know, at a reasonable time in the early afternoon, something like that. And then they have a little bit of homework, but not like massive amounts. And they have school and they have a life. Then if you look at a lot of the other countries successful in these international studies, mostly you will see Asian countries, Korea, Japan, you know, parts of China like Shanghai, very high on the list of, you know, learning performance. But there, the kids go to school, you know, 6, 7 in the morning, and they get home at 11 at night, and they have massive amounts of homework. So they have school, but then, you know, the life part may be a little less. So we really think at Rovio that there needs to be a healthy balance. There needs to be a bit of school, a bit of learning, but there also needs to be a life. So that's something that we are trying to do with our fun learning program, building this on the Finnish educational expertise, building it on the Angry Birds, you know, expertise in fun. And we even wrote a book about this together with Lauri Järvilehto, who is our like philosopher in residence at Rovio in our fun learning team. So we developed our own fun learning philosophy, our own fun learning method. And you could say that we are the anti-tiger mom, We want to make learning fun, and we want to save kids all over the planet from this kind of like terrible fate of spending all their life in school. So that's what fun learning is all about. And today we'll announce some new things there, but we already have parts of this live in places like China, and you know, that's a big market. So we trained the first teachers there end of last year, but there are 50 million teachers, so it's going to take us a couple of years to train all of them, but you know, make no mistake about it, we will. But anyway, I think I'll hand over to Sanna now, who actually knows what this fun learning is all about. So Sanna runs our fun learning at Rovio. So Sanna, why don't you come up on stage? So she's like our learning in chief of fun learning. And yeah, so without you know, more you know, rambling from me, I'll hand over to Sanna. But yeah, thanks again, and it's great to see you all here. And you know, fun learning is the most important thing. So now you'll hear more. Thanks.
Thank you, Peter. Transforming education globally sounds like quite a challenge, but we're totally up to it. But I want to mention that that will not happen alone by us. We want to partner with every one of you to make the transformation in education globally happen. One thing is very important to understand. Education is taken very seriously. Education is very serious. It's very sensitive. It's very local, and we totally understand that. We're on a quest to find out what we all have in common in the world, what we have in common, and at the same time find out about the differences, the different cultures, and celebrate those. So transforming education globally means celebrating the differences that we have all around the world and trying to figure out and understand what we all have in common. I joined Rovio 3.5 years ago to start the book publishing unit of the company, to share the stories of the Angry Birds characters and the world. That was so much fun, but coming from an educational publishing background, I have an extensive background in educational publishing, textbooks, content development. What observation hit me the hardest from this perspective was that, wow, this gaming industry and these people, they have something in their hands that we in traditional publishing or education don't have a clue of how to do. They have the technology capabilities, and they had the capability to really engage people, to get people to want to repeat something constantly. Making these few observations in the very beginning 3.5 years ago forced us to start thinking, could we leverage these capabilities in education? We have two beautiful brands in our hands. We have the Finnish educational expertise, decades of work on systemic change in education. That can't travel as such from one country to another, but can we learn from that? Can we be in dialogue with the Finnish educational system, the way we teach and the way we learn? Yes, we can. And the other beautiful brand, much younger, only a few years of the Angry Birds brand and these characters, but already globally well known. Again, what a reach and what kind of engagement. Is there something that we can learn from the gaming industry? Is there something that we can learn from technology? Yes, again, we can. But what we have to do is combine these two things. In education, we have technology and we do have learning games, but I have to confess that in most cases, those pieces of technology are pretty boring. And then on the casual gaming side, fantastic engagement. We need to learn to talk together and do R&D together. So 3.5 years ago, we asked ourselves the question that was necessary to start combining these two worlds. We asked ourselves, what if learning was fun? We found 7 statements that we believe should be true for learning actually to be fun. 2 of the most important statements in this list are, learning is fun when you love what you do. When you have a passion or an intrinsic motivation to do something, then learning is fun. And that's actually Rovio related as well. Our founder, Niklas Hed, and 2 of his student friends started a company through the passion in gaming. And for us, success is a synonym for learning. When you're passionate about something, you will succeed, you'll learn. The other very important statement in our 7 statements is the statement, learning is fun when it's fun to fail. It's okay to make mistakes. As I said, we are very respectful of the current curricula, the knowledge items that any country, institution, or nation has in their curricular system. It's fine. We have all different kinds of needs. We need to learn different kinds of things. What we are very particular about, again, are the 21st century skills, a skill set that we feel all people should have in common. We all need to understand how we learn. We need to get our own learning strategies in place. We all need the capabilities of problem solving, thinking skills, critical thinking, and as Peter mentioned, creativity and innovation, a very strong part of the Finnish system, should be also possible for everyone after their fun learning experiences. And of course, coming from a technology company, we carefully look at the media and technology literacy skills in our programs as well. We take fun so seriously that we actually started a research lab. We have a Fun Learning Research Lab. It's located in the University of Helsinki Teacher Education Department. There we do research on the innovations that we have made or our partners have made or any of you have in early childhood or further education. We're looking at innovations in technology, innovations in teacher education, innovations in product that are happening in the education space. So we welcome everyone to contact us on our Fun Learning Research Lab to find out more about fun learning and the effectiveness of it. Based on this fun learning philosophy, the first product that we have developed is called Angry Birds Playground. It's a kindergarten product. We train teachers to have the great impact. And we train teachers together, again, with the University of Helsinki. So very high quality teacher education that we provide. The first teachers that we trained are actually teachers in China, up there in the upper picture. So we made a point of starting somewhere else, not in Finland. We also had to look at the classroom environment. Together with wonderful young architects, we've developed a classroom of the future, where technology is embedded in the classroom, but there's a lot of room for physical exercise and creativity in that classroom as well. We also believe in reading and books and going deep into things that we're excited about. And we're happy to partner with people developing physical book content together with us. National Geographic Society doing beautiful reference books for us, working on content with NASA in the Astronaut's Alphabet book, and with Finnish teachers on the activity books that we work on. And then again, yes, technology is also, it has its place in our Angry Birds Playground program as well. But we're looking at the digital devices from the pedagogical perspective. When should we be using a small device that kids can run around with and do their physical exercise and something creative with the technology at the same time? When do we use a laptop or a tablet? When we want someone to concentrate on something or repeat doing something or interact through the device with someone? And when do we use interactive whiteboards? When we want people to focus their attention at the same time on something or develop something, create something together. Technology should be in the learning environment as a creative tool. We're not looking at passive consumption here. We're looking at creating global citizens, active users of technology in the fun learning programs that we're working on. So Angry Birds Playground is just the first program that we've started with. Early childhood, very important part if you want to have an effect on the further lives of these children. And again, through these lives of these children, have an effect on the well-being of actual nations. We won't stop at this. Angry Birds Playground is just a very, very small beginning. The next leap will be into the school-age K-12 area, and there we have a lot of focus on technology and digital tools. That was the glimpse. I'm not going to tell you more about things that are coming ahead, but we are interested in science, technology, engineering, math, K-12 area, technology. So if you have anything you want to talk to us about in that area, we're very interested, because what we do is partner with people. We have beautiful partners, and we're very welcoming to invite other new partners into our sphere of taking fun learning further in the world to actually do the transformation in global education together. Contact us through our email address here. If you don't want to contact us but want to find out more about fun learning, check out our website, funlearning.com. Talking about partners, I'd now like to ask one of our very new partners, Ivana Helsinki, to step up and talk a little bit about how we actually work in the physical world. Now we're back in Angry Birds Playground, the kindergarten, And we're talking about doing something physical together with the children in the Angry Birds playground environment. Paula.
Thank you. Hi, so my name is Paula Suhonen, and I'm from Ivana Helsinki, which is a Nordic art house and fashion design company. And we were really privileged to be one of these partners with Rovio on this project. And how it's actually like, or what the physical thing that we did is actually these school uniforms. So the idea was to take the graphics, the colors, the feeling and moods out of fun learning concept and put them in a physical form to create first a textile pattern like a wallpaper. We call it wallpaper print, which means we actually see it here live. And then create these modern but still with a little kind of like nostalgic twist, the new modern children's school uniforms for the concept. And the idea actually first were that we were supposed to have a little like a fashion show here with the kids, but then we changed our minds because we thought that actually we need to have this lab to see how these, because the school uniform of course has to be like functional, so it has to function while people are, or the kids are playing and they are in their actual environment. So then we invited 30 little kids from age 3 to 6 to come this like learning lab facility in Kruunuhaka here in Helsinki, where the actual like architect or the environment is live. And we put all these clothes like a little fashion show type. We put them on the rack and asked these little kids to come and just pick up the dresses and the shirts for the guys and dress themselves and just go with the flow. We opened the doors for the room and then they could just take it over from there. And from this one, I'm also a filmmaker, so I wanted to do this like a documentary type of little film from these moods and feelings, what we came out when with these kids were like actually wearing these new modern uniforms. And this is what we're gonna see here now.
So time for the video.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Whoops.
Look me in the eyes, my friend, take me by the hand. Friendship is the language we all can understand. Look me in the eyes, my friend, take me by the hand. Friendship is the language we all can understand. Is the fiddle here? Is the clarinet here? Is the accordion here? We are here today. Now it's time to play. To play. Look me in the eyes, my friend, take me by the hand. Friendship is the language we all can understand. Look me in the eyes, my friend, take me by the hand. Friendship is the language we all can understand.